Hello. Hi, Blue Fleet. We made it. We made it to Friday evening. How you all doing? How are you all? Hope you're doing good today. I haven't had too bad of a day. I mean, it's been a bit of a up and down week, but it's ended on a decent note. Hi, Ara, how you doing? How you doing? I don't know if you saw, we got through to 4-3 today. You're doing some Helldivers on the side. My buddy Fi was messaging me about Helldivers. Said, hey, Shinsu, get this. And I was like, maybe at the end of March when I've got a bit of disposable, because at the minute, excuse me, at the minute we're kind of like, wife's pay period cuts off today. She's going to get a week's worth of pay this month, and then a full month's pay next month. But until then, it's like it's just me. So I don't have anything spare for games right now. But that's fine. You know, I'm not wanting for content games or anything. You know, we got Resident Evil coming in soon. We got this. We got possibly Yakuza 0. May have been persuaded to look at that. We've got a bunch of other stuff I want to play through as well at some point. So yeah, I mean, you know, we'll get to it. I've heard it looks like very Starship Troopers-y. It looks really like Starship Troopers to me. Kind of kitsch in that regard. Anyway, we're jumping in with Turnabout Serenade, episode 3. Because we finished up episode 2 last time. Ah, so I was right. Okay. Right. In we go, chat. Episode 3, Turnabout Serenade. Let's rock. Is that Clefia? Interesting. We love you. I see. Rock on, everyone. This party's not over yet. Get out your handkerchiefs for our special guest. That's right, baby. The night's just getting started. Thank you for coming to the Gavin is Guilty as Charged tour. This ends the first part of tonight's show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission. Oh no! Ara, I'm scared. I'm scared, chat. Do you see it? Do you see it as well? Do you see it? It's the blue trauma. It's back. Okay. This is so cool. That's at a Gaviners concert. Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. The Gaviners putting the sick back in music. Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. Sending us those tickets at 20% off. They're hard to get hold of, you know. When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. Listen to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. Oh, shoot me. Not good if I'm yawning this early in the stream, huh? Okay. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Gaviners show. Trucy, you didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? Hey, Trix, how you doing? That is an amazing emote. That is amazing. Wait, I don't follow... Hold on, I just need to rectify something real quick. You've just kind of made me realise something, Trex. Hold on, give me a second. Trex. Hold on, give me a second. Sorry, you just probably heard my... you probably just heard Twitch load up, because I'm just getting... There we go. Okay, rectified. Thank you, Trix. Oh, this guy, well, he was really more like a prince. He let us in. Clefia, what a lovely name. It's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock. God awful, maybe. I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Gaviners albums and 15 concert videos. That was quite a bit of impulse shopping. I've got an advance for my next 15 years worth of allowance. For Mr. Right, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Ah, Eto. Yeah. How you doing, Trix? Anyway, I hope you're doing alright. Trucy mlep your beloved. Yeah, that's a proper mlep, isn't it? Who would imagine me here? Did I just follow Kirill? Yes, I did. Hold on. There we go. At a Gavinist concert, watching Prosecutor Gavin rock. To be honest, he was kind of cool, and I'm kind of envious. Not that I ever admit that to Trucy. Ara? Does this mean who I think's going to be back is going to be back soon, sir? Yeah. Ah, you made it. Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets. And the invoice he sent along with them. You were incredible up on the stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. Hey, welcome back, Trix. Meekins is your blue drum. Lamira singing, right? The siren of the ballad. Oh, yeah. That flyer said she flew all the way over for this show. That's right. I happened to catch a show while overseas. Excuse me, chat. Apparently I should have had some coffee before I started this. Hold on. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Is this Lamira? Am I pronouncing that right, by the way, Ara? Lamira? You praise me too highly. Whoa, who's this guy? He's huge. Ah, allow me to introduce Mr. Romain Letus, Lamira's manager, and her interpreter, incidentally.
It is a great honor for us to be here, and a great honor for Lamira to be heard in this country.
That voice. I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful. Oh, it's Lamira! I'm actually being Lamira! Lamira? Mysterious songstress. Apollo finds circlings beautiful. Yeah, Apollo wants to hit that Hydra Lucy, apparently. Ooh. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air, lilting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist.
Lamira says, we have long looked forward to this joint performance.
Ah, Lamira, your voice. It is art.
Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice.
Who's the who? Wait, is this Octavio from Holostar ZN Armis? Okay, I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all of Lamira's concerts. Oh, you couldn't see a smile in the original. Interesting. He's cute and he's a really good pianist. Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear.
Allow me to introduce Maki Tobaye. He is blind. This is why he never strays far from Lamira. They're always together.
They're like characters from some fairy tale. Lamira's so, what's the word? Exotic. And mysterious. She does seem quite pretty, at least her eyes do. Hers is a kind of sightseeing music. Ah? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. So it's in the song. Oh, that's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The Guitar Serenade. I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait. And now it is time. For the next part, we're giving the Governor's hard rock a little rest. Lamira, this stage is yours.
The band members will not play during Lamira's ballad. Only Maki's tender tones and Lamira's dulcet voice.
And my guitar, of course.
Wahoo! Oh, nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know.
I should learn to play the guitar. There's not much romance in Chords of Steel. Shall we hit the stage then?
Good luck, Mr. Gavin.
Take care your hearts aren't stolen away, yeah.
Let's get back to the concert, old Polly.
Interesting. Sugar, sugar. Oh, that night in your embrace. When you stole away the keys, my heart held onto so tight. Pleasure, but a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me, and now through the air I fly. Whoa, whoa, burning on in my heart fire, burning my love away, all away, like a bullet of love fire. Take my life away, all away. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky. I went a bit Ziltoid there, didn't I? Everything went a little bit Ziltoid, the omniscient. Greetings, humans. I am Ziltoid, the omniscient. If you don't know that album, you really should check it out, by the way.
Wow, wasn't Lamira amazing? Oh, I even cried a little.
I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar.
Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production.
What a destruction. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was.
Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero.
I'm not sure I'd call that art.
Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes till the last part of the show.
How many breaks does this band need? Imagine getting a break at all. Like, my band never gets a break on stage. Like, we take, like, a couple of minutes for the singer to speak to the crowd, like, halfway through the set, and that's it. The rest of it is just us pummeling you from the stage. And let me tell you something, my band is loud as fuck, boy. Like, really fucking loud. The main comment we get from, like, most sound engineers is, oh my god, I'm Prosecutor Gavin, a lawyer in a band. Yeah, my band is disgustingly heavy. Hi, by the way, Cyber. Welcome. But yeah, I am a lawyer in a band who's also written a book. 2 books, actually, technically. Okay, we're in the dressing room. What the heck was that? I was never consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the man in charge. I play new rock, not great balls of fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible.
He seems upset.
I've written 2 books. Yeah. One of my books is available for on Amazon, but the problem there is I writ it under, like, my actual name, like my IRL name. So I can, because of my VTubing, I can never advertise the fucking thing. Oh, God. Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to touch me? Hey, I didn't do it. Everyone knows that you're supposed to use a pen name. Yeah, I kind of goofed there, huh?
So much for risking your life for art.
The guitar serenade is ruined. Ruined.
Well, let's try to talk to him at least.
I'm not sure that's the best move right now. Okay. A police uniform hangs on the stand here.
Oh, I want to try it on. Nothing to see here. Move along.
It's okay, you don't have to go that far to be special. I mean, you're not exactly the type who's just into the face in the crowd.
Really? You think so? Oh, I guess you're right.
Now I feel like a meanie for making that insinuation. Someone drew the Governor's mark in lipstick here.
Lipstick? I'd like to wear lipstick someday.
Oh? You don't use lipstick yet, Trucy?
Daddy won't let me. Not until I learn to play piano, he says.
You'll be waiting a long time then, I'm afraid. Absolutely fucking shot her down. Why is that plastic bowl of stew sitting there?
Maybe they use it for interrogating bad guys. Fess up to what you did and we'll let you eat that stew.
It is time for torture, princess. Him is hammer. Jobankon Desaka. Is that how you say it? I think so. I think that's how you say it.
It gets worse. See? The bad guy confesses, they say, alright, eat it. If you can. See, it's made of plastic. It's like you don't know which ones are the real bad guys.
I think you need to take a deep breath, Trucy. Those are some pretty heavy-duty gloves. Maybe they have to carry on hot pots or something.
They're a little thick. I couldn't even stuff a pigeon in them.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Why is it... Hang on. Oh, no. No, no. That's the red trauma. That's the red trauma.
That guitar! That's the legendary AA400. The Red Badger.
I thought rock was supposed to be rebellious, not civic.
Every aspiring guitarist wants one of these. They even paint their own guitars to look like it.
Ah, the fickleness of youth.
You should dye your hair Badger red too.
I like my hair the way it is, thank you very much.
Oh, the stubbornness of age.
Good grief. What's the police recruitment poster doing here? Rock on with the police.
Maybe they're trying to trick kids into thinking the police are some kind of band.
That's just silly. Who'd name a band the police? Stingwood and Stuart Copeland and the other guy. I don't remember the name of the other guy. It's kind of bad, isn't it? Examine the ball at the top.
Oh, a cruiser guitar. They sold these to commemorate 5 years of the band.
Rocking it hard under the speed limit.
There's a cruiser bass and a cruiser drum set and a cruiser keyboard. Even a cruiser whistle.
I'm not so sure about that last one.
It's for blowing the whistle on criminals.
I don't think that requires an actual whistle, Trucy. Hey, hey, Hard. Oh, it's working today. Nice. Ball and chains. Is this like some sort of cock and bull torture? This place is decorated like a high school dance. Though I think our decorations were paper, not chains.
The Gatherers are into chains. It's part of their image.
Huh, no kidding.
Ever since they used chains on the cover art for Gonna Lock You Up.
They're really into the whole police thing, aren't they?
It'd be cooler if they turned that red light on.
They don't have to turn on the red light. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so far this case is off to a good start. The translators were having a field day, yeah, I can tell. Thank God you have your earbuds in, or else your mum and sis would have heard me say cock and bull torture. What can I say, tricks sis and tricks mama? I'm here to educate and elucidate. And occasionally evaporate.
Look, it's a postcard of Lamira.
What are these letters at the bottom? I've never seen these before.
It must be a native tongue. Borginian.
Virginian, huh? Oh, that's got in the court record. Interesting. I don't think there's anything else for us to look. Oh, there's a speaker. That speaker looks familiar.
Oh.
Yeah, look, the one for the PA system back in school.
Oh, we have one of those in my classroom too.
That's right, she's still in junior high. I feel old. Yeah, me too. Okay. So let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this. Old. Yeah, I feel it. Like, to give you a rough handle on my age, I'm roughly the same age. As far as I know, I don't know this for sure. This is all based on my own assessments and deductions. But I'm probably within like a year at maximum of the cringe green man. So yeah, I'm fucking old. Yeah, everything cracks all the time. That was my elbow. All right, let's talk to Gavin. The flaming guitar.
You mean the guitar? That wasn't part of the act.
Part of the act? Who'd burn up a guitar on purpose?
But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning on in me heart, fire. Burning me love away, all away.
Wait, you think the audience thought it was... Sounds like he got lucky.
They probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did.
He got lucky and he didn't realise it. Anyway, that guitar was the Ferrari of guitars. All the speed, all the sound, and all the price. If I burned one of those at every show, I'd go broke.
I'm usually frugal for a rock band.
That's the wrong voice, that was Apollo. Apollo's suddenly Trucy.
Try saying that, Mr. Gavin.
Achtung, today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run, my guitar case is broken.
Daddy told me there'd be days like these.
Apollo became cockney.
Wasn't Lamira's song incredible? You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin?
Ah, yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics and she wrote the melody.
You know, I was surprised she could sing in English.
I'm sure she practiced a long time for this day. Ah, here. Oh, okay. What's this? A lyrics sheet. It's yours. Signed by myself and Lamira.
Yippee! Thanks so much!
All I ever get signed a client defense agreement. Okay. Almost time for the third act of the night.
Oh, there's more?
Yes, Lamira's part is done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, yeah? Hope you're ready to catch it.
Woohoo! Ready, Apollo?
I think I'll pass.
Huh?
I like the bit with Lamira, but the rest could use a volume knob. Turn way down. Oh, come on, that's exactly the sort of shit my band gets from the sound guys. Do you know what the problem is when we get this from the sound guys, though? We can't turn down any further. Like, we actually can't turn down... When we get those comments, we cannot turn down any further at all. 'Cause, like, if we turn further down, do you know what happens? The amp goes off. The amp goes off if we turn down further. Yeah, we are a very loud band. Like, the way we tend to get described is we're a wall of noise. We're a wall of noise just slamming into the crowd like plap, 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 get headbanging, get headbanging, get headbanging, get headbanging. Alright.
Oh, Apollo, you're getting old.
Oh. Does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old? Yes, it does.
Well, I'm going.
Let the old folks rest backstage, yeah? Time to rock.
Hey, you're older than I am.
Is there anything else for me to examine? Looks like I can re-examine everything, but Trucy's not here, so I'll just, like, snark about it in Old Man. Oh, the backstage hallway? Wait, is there something out there now? There's something on the floor.
Hey, it's you, that right kid.
Oh, Detective Sky. I'll let that right kid business pass.
Call me Emma.
There's no need for titles once you've shared a bottle of fingerprinting powder. Oh, wow. Are we being rizzed? That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here? Hey, Zach, your lunch break is almost over. You wanted to wish us a blessed day. Ah, thank you. You have a blessed day as well. Thank you for swinging through as well. I really appreciate when folk come through, like, on lunch break and all like. It's like, it warms me old man heart up just a little bit. Makes me feel like I can feel feelings again. Except I can't feel feelings because I'm British and therefore I'm dead inside. But thank you anyway. It's good to see you again in the chat, by the way. It's always good to see familiar faces.
Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. You think I want to be here? Me, in charge of security in this pit?
Security? Did something happen?
There's no knowing with that glimmerous fop. Apparently he's all upset because something was stolen. He wanted security back here during the concert. When does he get off acting like he's some big rock star?
He is a big rock star.
Hey, you listening to me?
So, where's this door here lead to? This one? That's Lamara's dressing room. Don't even think of going in there unless you want a piece of snackaroos in your... Sorry, snackoos in your face. Snackaroos? Okay. Is she ever in a good mood, I wonder? Well... Is she grumpy because cute or cute because grumpy? That's the question, isn't it? Sorry, but that snackoo looked like a log of shit. I'm really glad it wasn't just me that thought that. Oh, this reminds me of a horror story. So, don't ask me why, but our one guitar player, the one who writes music for the other band I'm in, he has this habit of, like, finding his shits really entertaining. If he does a really entertaining poo, he'll take a photo of it. And he's got this entire fucking folder just titled Hilarious Shits in like, his phone or his OneDrive or whatever. The last band practice, he's like, Ed, do you remember what that time I did this shit? And it was, like, literally just this vertical thing. It's like, actually, it basically looked like that snackoo. And, oh, no. Oh, my mind.
I can still see it with my mind.
Oh, hi, Trix. How you doing? I promise that my band is hinged. Alright, I promise. I think that guitarist did a lot of drugs back in the day. Alright, alright. Oh, dear. Okay. Fucking Jesus Christ. Got to work on this particular brand of cute. Yeah, definitely. It's the Blue Trauma. What's that odd-looking doll doing there? Munch, munch. Oh, that's the Blue Badger. Could you try either talking or munching, but not both? Ka-tunk. She snackooed me. I wish she'd snackoo me. Serves me right for going out of my way. Sorry, I don't speak snackoos. Gavin is guilty as charged tour poster. They're plastered all over the place. It's annoying. Well, this is the concert venue. It makes sense. Why? Everyone here is already here. Why advertise to them? People like to see the poster at the concert. It's part of the experience. Do you have to find fault with everything I say? She snackooed me. Again. That's a pretty sturdy looking box there. Maybe it's an instrument case. There's a guitar next to it. Don't even think about taking that. I don't think I could even carry it. She snackooed me. Is this my awakening? Is this my awakening? Is this the point where I realise, you know, I'm just going to, like, stand there and say, Emma Senpai, just snackoo me. Oh, baby. I promise I'm not an M. Come think of it, I'm a little thirsty. I'll have some tea. I think I'll get a water. I'll have tea. If you want tea so bad, go buy it yourself. She snackooed me. I'll take a tea. You tread carefully, remember what the snackoo looked like. Yeah, but if it's coming from Emma, then we can probably make an exception. What's this? What's this? Some kind of headset earpiece? Why would someone leave this in the hallway? Maybe Lamara's bodyguard dropped it? Emma, will you stop eating my snacks 1 second and listen? Ha! If you think you're going to pull me away from my snacks just to hear you mumbling on and on about whatever, you're going to be sorely disappointed. At least I got her to stop munching. That's Prosecutor Gavin's, the Governor's dressing room. Put so much as a hand on the door and I'll snackoo you. Hold on. But I just came out of there. Don't play smart with me. X? What's the X for? You're not pressing X to doubt, I hope. Look, I'm just a little guy. Alright, I'm just a little guy. So this is Lamara's dressing room. If you even think about going in there, I'll... What was that? Was that a gunshot? Something's going on. You, out of my way! Emma? Lamara! Lamara! It's not locked. I'm going in. That is an extremely powerful bullet. What the fuck? Was that a 50 caliber or something? Jesus! Check Discord. Hold on. I've been called out so hard. But I don't take it back. I stand by what I said. I stand by what I said. What's that awful noise? Oh, it's the concert. Oh, fuck, the Russian's dead. Ah, that's Islamoraf's manager, Mr. What's his name? Latouche, oh no. Hey, you. Me? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? Don't touch anything. I'll be right back. What's going on? I just talked to him and now... Oh... He's alive. Was that Ica's voice? Was that Ica's voice actress? It's kind of a similar voice to Ica. Ica's a bit more kind of like... a little bit more energetic, you know. She's not quite a cockney, but she's got a higher pitched voice. Whereas Emma is kind of trodden down by the world and disappointed and could step on me. Moving on. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Ow!
Shot. I was shot.
Who? Who shot you?
I don't know. Ask.
Ask what?
Ask. Witness.
Witness? There was a witness. Who?
Cold. So cold. Witness.
You're cold. Don't worry, you're going to be fine. Help is on the way.
Can't see.
Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness?
The witness is... Siren.
Siren? How could a siren witness anything? Oh, fuck. He has died. Mr. Latouche. Oh, Emma. Who was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No. I could have sworn I heard a door close. The concert's been cancelled. Backup's on its way. Is Mr. Latouche? He's dead, isn't he? That's terrible. I lost him. Damn it. Well, that's unfortunate. Remain Latouche. Shot. And I heard his last words. The witness is the siren. Whatever that means. Okay. Who the fuck is this? Hang on. Is this... I'm just looking at the hoodie. Is this Gary Gura? Is this Gary Gura from Holostars? Interesting. Interesting. You thought that too? And we're standing over the body. Let's handle the murder weapon next. No, let's not do that. We'll get in big trouble. We will not get snackered if we stand over the body. What voice does this guy have then? Gura combined with Sharpedo. Oh my god. Yeah, I've always said that if you headpack Gura, you're going to take like 1/8 of your health as damage from contacts. So don't headpack the shark, alright? The venue's locked down. We took names and addresses before letting the crowd go. Good work, Darian. I'll let you know if I find out anything about the victim. Later. Shark is smooth. Sharpedo isn't. Sharpedo has the ability Rough Skin, which causes 1/8 of hit points to be lost upon contact. It's investigation time then. Ja, Fräulein Detective. I don't need some rock and roll prosecutor to tell me that. One request I must make. Tell no one, on staff or otherwise, anything of this. Oh, a gag order. No word gets out other than that Mr. Latouche is dead. No word of the cause of death or of the murder. Tell no one, not even Lamera. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Tell no one, not even Lamera. Not even her. We must keep everything under wraps. Just so we know, Sharka Smooth is a very famous Tumblr troll. Is it something to try and, like, lure people into the Sharkussy and then realize, oh my god, it's like there's sandpaper around my cock? That's kind of fucked up, Ara. That's, like, super fucked up. Oh, one other thing. I'll need your signature on this, forehead. Yours too, Fraulein. On that, an investigation request. What? Did I say something? Did I say something weird, Triggs? Come on. I am a say-so little guy, alright? I'm the littlest of guys. Look, I'll prove it. I'll prove it right now. See? Literally just a little guy. Why just us? You two are civilians. It's standard procedure. That should be okay to sign, I think. Okay. Information concerning the crime to be restricted to police and related parties. Right, we'll get started with the investigation. I'm on it already. Not really, it's someone asserting Shark was smooth with so much confidence people thought they were serious. Oh, I see, so it's like a gaslight, I guess. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, sometimes it can, I'll be honest, sometimes, like, if you do a little bit of trolling like that, it can be, like, kind of funny to see people's reactions, so, yeah. Ah, and one tip for you. Me? Try not to get in the Fraulein detective's way. She's in a foul mood today. Gee, I wonder why. We were all questioned as witnesses, and now none of us can go home. We'll investigate, alright? Our way.
Somehow, I don't see us getting back to that crime scene anytime soon.
I still can't believe I was there when it happened. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon.
This is no time for navel-gazing. Let's crack this case.
I worry about Trucy. She seems to have a very loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. Of course, that's not surprising considering who her father is.
Something the matter?
No. Let's get cracking. I'm the only one who was there. The only one who heard Mr. Latouse's last words.
The witness is Siren.
First order of business is to find out what he meant by siren. He means Lamara, very obviously. Because siren song, right? Siren song is a very well-known phrase. So, do I have alert command? I don't think I do. I don't know if I've got any commands actually. What if I set up one, but I put a StarCraft lurker in there? Can I do that? Can I do that? Ooh. That would be kind of fun. No, I have to pretend it's not obvious that Lamera is the silent. I have to wait for the game to tell me. Well, no. You're going into lurk mode. Yeah, no worries. I'll try not to say too much unhinged shit that kind of pulls you back into chat. So anyway, this one time I was balls deep in an orca whale. No. I'm joking. The thing is, Ara, I don't think this one is one that took too much cooking to bust open, you know? Because an orca, you know, not an orc. Come on now. Come on. He ain't even taken me to dinner yet. That guy hasn't even taken me to dinner yet. He's not, you know, I can't peg him just yet. Fucking hell. No, I really hope that, like, I really hope that I'm genuinely too much of a little guy to even be noticed. Because otherwise I'm going to get slapped so fucking hard. Alright. So, let's go back in. Oh, we can go to the stage. Can we go in here? Will Emma kick us out?
Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come.
You have to let us investigate the scene, please.
You're attorneys, no? Shouldn't you wait until you have a client?
Latouse did tell me to ask the witness, the siren. With his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count?
Glare at me all you want. You'll get no snacks from me. Please. Think of poor Lemira.
Huh. Oh well, I suppose. You did find the body with me. Oh, great. Let's get to it.
Right.
Just try not to touch anything. She's letting us look, and she's not munching her snacks. This bodes well. There are clues here, I can feel it. Leave no hanger unhung, no spot unspotted. Ara, is it bad that I'm starting to, Is it bad that I'm starting to ship Just Emma? Is Just Emma a ship? Is that an actual ship that people, like, refer to?
Are these bullet holes?
Looks like it. There are 2 here in the wall.
From the look of it, the victim was shot once in the shoulder. The first shot must have missed.
It's a ship and not a bad one.
But there are 2 holes. Wouldn't that mean 2 misses? The murder weapon is a 45 caliber revolver. It's very powerful.
Oh, okay. So is it a cola? Right, understood.
I believe what we're seeing here is the mark left by the second bullet after it passed through his shoulder. Ow! Sounds painful.
No kidding. I wonder about this murder weapon. Huh, another ladder.
Actually, it's technically a step ladder.
Well, hello, Miss Fancy Pants. Please forgive my lack of ladder discrimination. This revolver is very powerful. You wonder if this plot point will come later. What, are we going to have a plot point with a revolver that's so powerful that someone physically is incapable of firing it? We're being told they're the murderer or something. Is that something that's going to happen?
I'm less worried about the step ladder and more worried about why it's there.
Why is the ladder there? Well, to climb, right? To reach something on the ceiling?
I'll still say it's a step ladder.
I'll see. All right, I'll keep cooking this for now. Then I'll keep cooking it for now. What's this poster?
Let's see. This summer, a Legal Eagles production, a case closed. Looks like a poster for a different show.
One I wouldn't mind seeing real soon. Kid Al. There's another Governor's poster here.
I'm just about sick of seeing those personally. Maybe I'll tear it down. Haha!
No tampering with the crime scene, Emma.
Maybe there's something else I can tear to shreds. Don't look at me!
Look at me. I mean, hi. Is that a vent above the ladder? Oh no.
Amogus.
Oh, Apollo, can I eat some of those, please? Absolutely not. I know. But still, I yearn. Look, you're not the only one eyeing that fruit here. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's eat. Right.
Whoa, stop it. Are you two crazy? Emma, you of all people should know better.
But she tempted me. She's a temptress.
Please, grow up. It's Trucy, you saw her vent.
What's wrong, Apollo? Your mouth is catching flies.
Nothing, it's nothing.
Maybe that's how the killer escaped. That's what you were thinking, right? When we arrived on the scene, the killer already fled. He or she must have had a way out. And that air vent is one possibility. But it's much too small.
Not if the killer were about your size, Trucy.
I didn't do it! I was cutting up the dance floor at the time, thank you.
I know. Of course I don't think you did it.
It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done?
It's Trucy, you saw her vent. Oh. It was Phoenix. That smug expression. I'd say he looks much older than he actually is, but, oh no. Chat, have I died? Oh no. So yeah, if you ever bumped into me in the street, this is what you would get. Lamira looks much younger than she is. Damn! Oh boy. Well, that means we can call her mother, right? This guy is 14. He was really small, actually, wasn't he? I'm going to hold on to that thought.
Oh, Apollo! Look at that thing. It's huge. That's a TV.
Yeah, wide flat screen TV. I want one of those.
You'll be wanting for a long time on your salary, Junior. Wait till you're as famous as Mr. Wright was, then dream. I don't think Daddy was ever rich, even when he was in law.
Great, just stomp on my dreams, why don't you? God, that hurt me right in the fucking chest. Ow. This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver.
That's right. A big 45 caliber revolver. Wow. I wonder who brought this in here. I thought only police were allowed to have one of those. Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it.
I didn't.
Listen, I was out in the hall eating snackoos when it happened.
I know. No one here thinks you did it, Emma.
It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done?
Yeah, she's definitely flirting with us.
Wait, if the killer bought a revolver, it must mean they had plans from the start. That's right?
Should have a look at it. A deadly high caliber revolver. Alright, let's forget gun safety. Woo! Fucking hell. Was frozen for a second. Ah. Oh, don't point that thing at me.
Don't worry, I'm an old hand with firearms. I have one that shoots bullets.
I don't want it shooting any bullets, thank you.
Not those bullets, silly. My gun shoots bullets, the magic cat.
A cat comes out of a gun.
I can tell by your expression you've never heard of that trick. It's a great one.
Honestly, that one sounds halfway interesting. Shinsu hears about other attorneys not making money, and the very first thing he does is point a revolver towards himself. Oh god, no, but it's a very bad, like... I've been working in law for almost 15 years, right? And it's only at around about this point in my career that I'm making sort of like a reasonable salary. You know, it's a very poorly paid profession unless you're at the very top. People don't realise that. When you're at the top of the profession, it pays really well. Up until then, it's kind of shit. I don't recommend it.
That's a body, isn't it? Sure is. The victim, no less. Let's take a closer look. Ah! Go ahead, Apollo. You first.
Me? No, you should go first, Trucy. Really?
Will you two stop bickering? Get over here.
She's munching on snackoos again. I hope she's not too annoyed. No clues here. I actually feel attacked. How's he died from one bullet wound to the shoulder? How's one bullet wound through the shoulder killed him? Like, even with a very powerful revolver, it's gonna take your shoulder out and do a lot of damage. It shouldn't kill you.
Apollo, look at his hand.
Oh, he's holding something.
Hey, no touching.
You can throw all the snacks at me you'd like, Emma, but sooner or later, you're gonna run out of them.
You raise a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look. Oh, see there. He's holding something. What's this?
A keyring?
You think it might belong to the killer?
Could be blood loss. Yeah, but the thing was, like, he got shot, we ran inside. He's died from blood loss within, like, 3 minutes. A shoulder wound like that is not going to bleed you out in 3 minutes. Plus, there's not enough blood for it to be blood loss.
Certainly a possibility.
What an unusual keyring, and what unusual keys. This could be a vital clue. Let's have a look at it.
Oh, is that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about red stuff than I do. Yep.
Says who? Something strange about this blood, though. Is that what it looks like? Don't think there's anything else for us to... His hand? The body was holding a key ring.
I wonder what it could mean. It must mean something.
It doesn't look like the kind Mr. Latouche would use. So the question is, whose key ring is it?
Well, you're practically a detective there, Apollo. Practically.
I'm glad it brings him so much joy to mock me. Something strange about the blood, huh? So let's have a look at this key ring. That looks like Gavin's keyring. So we've got a Gavin's logo on it. There are 3 keys on this heart-shaped key ring. The middle key is shaped like a guitar.
I get it. It must be the key to a guitar case.
A guitar case key? I bet I know who this belongs to. This is an awfully chipper tune for a corpse.
Look, is there a window over here? Maybe the killer escaped through that.
It's barely big enough for me to get my head through.
Not to mention it only opens a crack. Oh, what? I was just saying it's possible.
Right, no harm in that. Except I'm pretty sure it's impossible.
You could peek into the room through it though, you know?
Seeing these mirrors lined up like that makes me think I'm really in a dressing room.
You are in a dressing room. Oh, this must be makeup. I've never heard of most of these brands. Maybe they're Bulgarian. All I know is they sure don't make for much of a clue.
Let me untie my tongue. You gotta get back to work now, Zach. No worries. Cheers for swinging by. And you have a good day at work, alright? You go safe. Yeah. This is one of those things, right? At the barber's?
A permanent dryer. Want me to curl those bangs of yours?
No thanks.
Better not mess with his hair, Emma. It's part of his identity, you know.
What an amazing bouquet. I mean, it's giant.
Not sure I approve. It'd be better if this flower was a bit more... Oh! Ah! The flower fell off!
What happened to preserving the crime scene, Emma?
It's fine. Fine, I'll just put it back, see?
How scientific. Look at all these presents. Lamar sure is popular.
Oh, I wonder what's inside. We can't open them, can we? Probably not a good idea. You never know what you might find in one of these boxes. Bombs, razors, ransom notes.
Trucy's sentence about the Bulgarian makeup is one of the few that was changed for the trilogy. The original said, I have no clue and neither are they. Ha. Hold on. Let's go back to the thing. I have no clue and neither are they. Huh. I guess the new line seems to fit better.
It could be anything. I'm never having a birthday party again.
Anything else for us to look at here? We've looked at the gun. Coat rank, right, okay. I don't think there's anything else for us to do here.
Mr. Remain Latouche, wasn't it? He was Lamaral's manager, an interpreter apparently. This was his first time in the country. Ah, so I'm guessing he didn't know many people here. It doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone with the motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course. One person? Oh, Lamara.
Oh, sorry, Lamara. No one here might have a motive, but she's from...
What are you talking about?
Ugh. Hey, it was Emma's idea.
I said nothing.
Always with the snacks.
He's a big man, or was. I don't think even I'd win in a fight with him.
Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing.
We sent a request to the Bulgarian embassy for more info on him. Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone. You do?
That's true. It was us who found the body.
What? Oh, I guess that's what I missed for watching the concert.
Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this.
Well, we know the crime took place during the concert.
And when we heard the shot and entered the room, the killer was already gone.
What? That doesn't make sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was here. How'd they leave the room?
Oh, that window is a little too small, isn't it? The mystery of the disappearing killer. There's something on the floor there.
Oh, what a pretty brooch. Oh, Emma. You're not going to say, can I have it please, are you? Oh.
Look, you may be a cute little girl of 15.
But that doesn't get you any special treatment with me. Oh.
It's not healthy to envy the young, Emma.
It's not about envy. It's about tampering with evidence.
Note to self. Emma lacks a sense of humour. Use caution.
You need to learn to respect your elders a little.
Something seems so familiar about that brooch. Anything in the fridge? Trucy's still after that brooch, clearly.
No way. If you want one that bad, get your daddy to buy it for you. Daddy always says, Trucy, if you want something, go find or borrow it. Oh, and when in doubt, beg.
Leave it to Mr. Right. I should be concerned about Trucy's future. But I'm more concerned about the owner of that brooch. Okay. Looks like we're moving again. Wait, can I? I can re-examine the gun. Oh, okay. Let's do that. What could be more fun than examining a gun? A 45 caliber revolver. Very deadly.
You know, Apollo, I was wondering, what's a caliber? What does the 45 mean?
Huh?
Huh, you want me to tell you? It's the size of the barrel. Simply put, the larger the caliber, the bigger the round. The bullet, in other words. Bigger bullets do more damage.
Wow, chalk 1 point up for forensic science.
You know it. But it's not 45 inches, right? That'd be too big. What's the unit of measurement they use, Miss Science? Well? Hush, kids shouldn't ask so many questions.
Let's see, did it open up a... No, it hasn't opened up a Third Avenue conversation. It's still funny. Still funny. Okay. Should we go to the stage? Yeah, let's go to the stage. Okay. In the wings.
Oh.
Oh, excuse me.
Stage looks empty.
I was hoping to get a chance to talk to Prosecutor Gavin.
Oh well, nothing to do but go to the crime scene, I guess.
I guess. We've gone to the crime scene. Do we need to do something else there? Or should we go to Gavin's dressing room and try and open a guitar case?
Ah, looks like nobody's here.
Prosecutor Gavin's probably busy with the case too. No rest for the wicked.
No rest for us either, Apollo. Let's get rocking. Rock, rock.
Okay. Can't do anything in here. I guess I need to do something in the crime scene then. Okay. Do I present it to her? So this is the murder weapon. This revolver is incredibly heavy.
It's been fired twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. That's odd.
What's odd?
Huh? Oh, nothing. Hey, no fair, tell us. It's just something about this revolver seems strange.
Strange? Yeah, that's what gave me the idea to try that. You guided me indirectly. What do you think about this revolver? Well, it's pretty big and heavy.
That's right. It's a 45 caliber. That makes it one of the deadliest revolvers around. Even the police don't carry guns this big.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You don't need so much power to kill at such close range. It's overkill. I'm not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order it extra spicy just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites.
That's not a problem.
There's another thing about a gun this big. It puts a lot of strain on the shooter.
Strain?
Yeah, say if you were to fire this revolver, the recoil would probably dislocate your shoulder. Ow! It's like the shooter's a victim too. Yet the killer used this revolver and quite well. I'm guessing whoever did it was used to shooting.
Used to shooting a high caliber weapon.
Well, that's about it. I think we've looked at just about everything there is.
I guess you're right.
I know how you're feeling. It's hard to know when to stop. But anything more involved has to wait until the squad gets here. Oh, I suppose. I'll go report the evidence.
Sorry, but could you wait here till I get back? Hmm? Oh, actually, we have to...
Great, thanks.
The real issue is that a 45 would risk piercing, which is not desirable. Yeah, that's true. I mean, unless you use hollow point rounds, but then the problem with hollow point rounds is they're going to mushroom out in the flesh, and they've got a much higher likelihood of causing catastrophic damage, which again is not desirable. I think law enforcement tends to default to 9mm. Right, let me just think over here. So, all of the rifles used by UK police are 9mm. No, not all of them. Not all of them. There's a couple of 5.56. So some of our police force use G36. Some of them use HK416s. I think there's a couple that use the M4A1. I'd have to check that, but I know that like 5.56 and 9mm is like the standard over here. And then in terms of handguns, I'm pretty sure it's like 90% Glocks. Fun fact for you. I'm actually firearms trained. So let that thought seep into your soul with a modicum of terror. I am firearms trained. She left.
What do we do, Apollo? She told us to wait.
Great. Now we're supposed to investigate.
Oh well, guess it can't be helped. Let's go.
Go.
Time's a wasting, Apollo. We got a lot of ground to cover.
Well, that's true, but... a Glaucus has to defend itself. That's what these are for. There where I store the poison from all the jellyfish. On second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine.
Of course it will. Let's go.
Alright. Off we trot. Let me have a swig of my wasser right quick. What the fuck?
Ah!
Who's there?
We didn't just imagine that, did we?
He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours?
Hardly.
Whoever that was, he sure looks suspicious. Can we go in here? Is there anyone in here yet? No. Where's that guy gone? Did he go back into Lamera's dressing room? No. The stage? Who the fuck was that guy? July the 7th in the wings. Was that Trucy's like real dad or something? What is it with today? Problem after problem. Achtung! You ain't kidding.
It's the two leading members of the Governors, Apollo. Clefairy on vocals and Darian on guitar. They're so cool.
I have a hard time thinking of Clefairy as anything but a prosecutor, honestly.
Huh? What are they arguing about?
Probably the case, I'd bet. My hog won't start, my guitar case is busted, my guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? Hey man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of that song wrong? How? And what was all that tinny playing of yours? Who are you calling tinny?
Sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over.
This is hardly the time. What are you two doing here? Hiya. We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind. Sorry, wait. You were what? Listen, you need to confirm that with the Republic of Virginia, Detective Crescend. Right, anything else? What did you just call him? Detective? Ah, greetings. What the fuck? Darian Crescend, Criminal Affairs Division 3. He did it. He fucking did it. Look at that. He's definitely the murderer. This guy definitely killed. This guy's killed multiple times. He probably also fucks unprotected. Hi. Criminal Affairs?
Oh, Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Governors, do you?
Something tells me that's about to be remedied. He fucks with his hair! Oh, Jesus Christ, what a mental image. Oh, no. Damn. That is some impressive hair gel. Wait, don't present. Let's talk to him first. Oh, let's examine some stuff. Examine the drums first.
What a big stage! It's on half a scale in the Wonder Bar.
The lights were so bright I couldn't see the whole first part of the concert.
Oh, I'd love to do me act on a stage like this someday.
Just hold back on the lights for my eyes sake, please. God, that must be like sounding yourself with razor wire. Oh, no.
You'll be too blinded by my magic to worry about the lights.
You probably don't want to blind the audience if you plan on showing them magic. No, that's a big instrument case.
That's a case for a contrabass, I think. You can fit 20 violins in there, I bet.
Oh, it's wrong voice again. You can fit 20 violins in there, I bet.
It may look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument.
You can fit 5 Trucys in there, I bet.
Hey, are you comparing it to an instrument? Oh, I wonder who left it sitting open like that. Wow, that piano looks much bigger close up. Marchie played so beautifully.
Yeah, like a real pianist.
That's just silly, Apollo. How can you call someone as good as Marchie a pianist? Why, that's like throwing him in the same class as Daddy.
There's a lot. There fucking is as well. Oh my god. I'm hype as fuck for this. Good thing Mr. Wright didn't hear that one. Look, a ladder. I guess they need one to work on the lights and such.
Why don't they use a step ladder? I prefer step ladders, really. Is that so wrong?
Not wrong, just... Why do you prefer step ladders?
They're so much more flexible than plain old ladders.
I prefer my ladders rigid and stable, thank you.
Bleh.
Oh dear. Look at all these electronic devices. I'm guessing they have something to do with sound.
Well, I guess we can fiddle. Oh, let's see here. Don't touch that. Healthy curiosity is the key to a good investigation. When in doubt, fiddle. That's what Daddy always says.
They should require parental testing, clearly. Anything else? I think so. Okay. No, don't examine. Examine his chest. So, about the crime. Which crime do you mean? The murder, what else? Oh, that. For me, today has been a hit parade of crimes, you see.
Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his org and his guitar case.
Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Latus than I do. For now, at least. You were the one who found the body, yeah? While we were in the middle of a performance, no less.
Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin?
I'll leave that to Fraulein Detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes. She can step on mine, though. Oof.
They're not exactly best buddies, are they? Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean.
Well, what? Ow! What was that for? What to do next? We already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. We might be the most informed for once.
Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on the things we found.
Good shout. Good shout.
I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know about the Gaviners?
It's not surprising. Why, even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once. I know America exists.
The Gaviners aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow.
The police?
The real police. By day they pack heat, but by night they eat up the stage. By day those lips interrogate, by night they sing songs of unrequited passion.
Okay.
They debuted 7 years ago with 13 Years Hard Time for Love. Then came Love with No Chance of Parole, and My Boyfriend is the Prosecution's Witness.
These fucking song titles, I can't.
The list of hits goes on and on.
This here's my right-hand man, Darian Crescent. I make the melodies and he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really. And this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk, just like today. I'd hope murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna troll some kind of a little bit with this. Give me a sec, chat. Give me a sec. Here we are. Average Guracord mod be like. There we go. There we go. Excellent, excellent. The concert today, a disaster. I'll get to the bottom of this and then we'll see who missed a cue.
The miscue, they were arguing about that before.
Great, I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists.
What's this miscue you keep talking about?
Aha, you heard it, didn't you? From the audience?
Actually, I didn't notice anything.
See? No amateur is going to pick up on that. Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No. Now take a listen to this.
What's that?
A mixing board. We used it to record our concert tonight. Are we supposed to be investigating a murder?
Well, we've come this far. Might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry.
Okay. What is this? This is but one of the devices used in recordings. We're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. You use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out. Let me play with the sliders.
Wow, neat. So could you say here only the drum part?
Of course, that's how we'll find the criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight. I'm more concerned with the other criminal. After? What? Do we get to play with this later? Do we get to play with this later? First we listen to the tune, so then oh boy. So here's a fun little thing for you, Ara. When my band was recording the drums for our EP, which we're still working on at the minute, the mixing board that our studio engineer has, it has 24 channel inputs. My drum kit used every single channel input. 2 overheads and then 22 single target. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm more concerned with the other criminal, one who kills people. You want to help on the case? Then help me with mine. I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First, we bring up the part of the performance in question. You'll simply choose the section of the song you wish to hear on the uppermost bar. Like so. There it is. Now listen. Okay.
Was something wrong?
You couldn't hear it. Listen again closely. Yeah, I heard it.
Oh, the time is a little off, isn't it?
You see, there, right at the most important part. And even an amateur can hear it. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. You're missing the point. We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect! Here he goes again. Right, amateur, you will prove my point. Me. You will find the miscue. You will tell us which instrument, which part is the guilty party. But how? Did I not just explain it? Move the sliders with W and S to adjust the volume for each part. Then you will find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue with A and D. You will find it with your untrained amateur ears.
Nothing to do but try, Apollo.
Yes. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun. First, a quick review. Use W and S to adjust the part's volume. Jump to another section of the song with Q and D. And use A and D to switch parts. And use A and D to switch parts, right, got it. Once you found the guilty party, press R to point it out. Time to rock. Okay. Okay. It's this. This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. Ah. It was you, Darian. Oh well, looks like the cat's out of the bag. Ah well, that's all you have to say. That kind of attitude lets killers walk free, Darian. Want to know something even better? Go on, tell me.
Here they go again.
Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. You keep the soundboard. Nice. It's starting to feel just like we're wasting time.
It's all experience under our belts. That can't be bad.
I still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love. Fiddle later. Nice. I think these keys belong to you, sir. Did you... Hey, have a look at this gun. Sorry, but I'm not in the mood to talk about that right now. Even I can only take so much in one day. Funny, I always thought Prosecutor Gavin was one of those cool stoic types. The sort that never complains. How wrong I was. I was wondering if you knew anything about this. That... Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine. That's my keyring. I've been looking all over for it.
What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin?
I knew it.
Apollo! How can you make that I knew it face? This is the keyring that was...
Yeah, I know. Thanks anyway. So, where did you find it? Actually the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life. What? The victim. You mean Mr. Letus had my keys? Yes, indeed. Oh, when will my trials be over?
Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he had been today. Emma was right about the fop, I'll give her that.
Wrong voice again, I keep getting my voices wrong. Emma was right about the fop, I'll give her that.
Apollo! Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today.
I really don't think that's...
Tell us! And we'll keep mum about the keyring for now.
Are you blackmailing me, Fraulein? She's smooth. You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting.
And something about your guitar case being busted.
You're well informed.
You mentioned it a few times.
Ugh, it all happened this morning. It's all this keyring's fault. The keyring? It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case.
Wait, so this keyring?
It disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pocket. Prosecutor Gavin's keyring disappeared? I had to come to the concert by taxi, how embarrassing. And in order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that... The very one. Up in flames. And right on stage, too.
I actually thought that was part of the show.
Crazy. And to top it off, Mr. Letus's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these. Strange days indeed. You'll think. What's wrong, Trucy?
Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, his art-shaped keyring gets stolen. Then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Letus dies.
Yes, and,
could it all really be just a coincidence?
Coincidence? Meaning... Darian, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me.
What do you think, Apollo?
Hmm?
I mean, after Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, all this was planned.
You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Fraulein?
I am.
What? What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. The name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about?
Have you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today.
Well... I have noticed. You know, something was bugging me too. That keyring of the guitar and the body.
Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy.
He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. The way his hair shakes. Fess up if you're a man. You're as clueless as I am. Only Trucy can get away with blackmailing the prosecutor. Not surprising considering a second parent. Edgy, yes. If only it was Gumshoe. I miss him. Hmm? No, give her forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection. Shall we? Evidence? Oh shit, I better think something pronto.
Come on, let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles?
What is the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles? Is it Lamara? I think it is. Let's have a look at this brooch. I saw a pin fastener for attaching things to clothes. Not a safety pin type, though.
So if it's not a safety pin, is it a danger pin?
No, I suppose if you suck it in your eye, then yeah, sure. But you could do that with a safety pin too, for that matter.
Thanks for taking the fun out of my danger pin.
Oh, you're driving a danger pin through my heart here. Gumshoe is Edgy's boy, not Phoenix. Yeah, true. What's the connection? I think it's Lamara. The connection is this, right?
I'd say you were close, but really you're kind of far. Remote, even.
Oh, trying to angle the Trucy, Apollo. No sudden motions. Just find that evidence slowly.
Come on, come on, come on. Let's see it.
Wait. When you stole away the keys my heart held onto so tight, it wraps itself around me and through the air I fly. Burning in my heart fire like a bullet of light. It's this, isn't it? A lyrics sheet? The guitar serenade. What's that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed it if the Fraulein hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about, man? Enough with the riddles. Wow, Joski, you got shit hair, pal. Maybe it is a coincidence, or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Fraulein?
I do. Everything that happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics of this song.
What? No way.
Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's listen in the order they occurred, while reading this lyrics sheet.
First, the keyring was stolen.
And not just any keyring, an art-shaped keyring.
That's right here. When you stole away the keys my heart held onto so tight. This is a heart holding keys.
And next, his guitar burst into flame.
Burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away.
And then Mr. Latouche was killed.
Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away. But that's crazy.
Yeah, no kidding.
So everything that happened today here, this song predicted it all? Or perhaps it was the other way around. The criminal could have based their crime on the lyrics. Who would go through all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. Oh, it was Jesus. Jesus did it. Right, we're sending Jesus to prison, chat. I believe that you stumbled upon something quite vital. And something quite annoying. Fraulein. She looks pleased. The lyrics predicting the crime. Clefairy? Seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, the murder? The keyring might have been dropped by accident. Yet the victim was holding it. Hard to think that it was unconnected. That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever.
So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics.
That sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? Why would anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm going to get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm going to talk to the Virginian embassy about this Mr. Latouche. Ah, right. Thanks, Darian. I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. I'm out of here. A foreign national, Mr. Latouche, was killed. It seems like that would have to be the point of all of this. But they did more than that. They left us with not only a murder, but a mystery.
Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today.
Maybe this is the real prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom. I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favour and keep them to yourselves, yeah? Yeah. I guess this is all we're going to get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lamera to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lamera is now? Ah, I had her go to my dressing room. With that pianist Machi Tobaye, of course. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. Latus's sudden passing. The Gaviner's dressing room. Got it. Okay. Wow, giving Trucy that high-pitched cockney voice was a mistake. Holy shit. Let me have a chug of water again. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, no joke.
But it fits her so well, Ara. Don't you agree? Like, she even said stay mum about something. She's a cockney. She's a cockney, right, bruv?
You do not? Oh, come on. It's perfect. It's perfect for her. It's got real little guy energy.
Ah!
Who's there? He's fucked off again.
There he goes again. Who is that guy?
Trucy.
You know, he did look sort of familiar.
So he is a friend of yours.
No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember.
Curiouser and curiouser. Okay.
Oh, Lemira!
What has happened? I heard that Mr. Latus had died. Lamera, you speak? I mean, you speak English? Ah, yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Virginia, but I am not Virginian by birth.
But wasn't Mr. Latus your interpreter?
Ah, that, yes, well, it was Mr. Latus's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see. Then your penis is also... No, Machi Torbai is Virginian. He does not speak English. Now please tell me, what has happened to Mr. Latus? Why did he...
Actually, Mr. Latus was...
Trucy!
Huh?
Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said? Not a word.
But Mr. Latus is Lamira's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party?
Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I suspect. All we have been told is to wait here in this room. It is very unsettling. I'm sorry, we're trying to figure it out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions? Wrong voice. Do you think I can ask you some questions? Of course. I am always willing to help. She's as calm as she looked on stage. I can't put my finger on why, but I like this Lamera. I go the Overmind with Lamera. That wasn't supposed to sound like the Overmind. What is it, Machi? What? But you'd be alone. What seems to be the problem? Machi, he is not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air. Would that be alright? Sure, of course. Huh. Very well. What is it you wish to ask me about? Now, if I wanted to go the Overmind route, I'd deepen the voice even further.
Arise, my child. Arise and inherit your birthright as a member of the Swarm.
You know, like that. But that's like way too rough to give a character a voice that I'm going to be voicing potentially frequently. Okay. The Republic of Virginia, that's in Northern Europe, right?
I've never even heard of it.
I started out singing in a restaurant. Then a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am.
You don't say. You know, my daddy plays piano in a restaurant.
Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. Lamera, you're not from Virginia originally. Were you born here? Well, Oh, is that supposed to be a secret?
Image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course.
Ah, yes, it is something like this. A contract, you might say. I'm also not to speak anything but Borginian in public. Image is important, I guess. It's a pretty nice theme, yeah.
She's not all image, though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sand.
A painter in what?
She travels the world, turning the sights she sees into music. That's the secret to music's beauty, right?
You're very perceptive.
Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I?
Stop while you're ahead, Trucy. This landscape painter in sound too is an image. Yet without it my songs would not be so widely heard.
They even call you the siren of the ballad, right?
Trucy. Yes, I'm in Borginian. Lamira means the siren. I fear that perhaps already I'm not the siren I once was. That's the moment the game reveals the very obvious part.
Your pianist Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll.
He's very European. Are they trying to say he's gay? Like, are you gay or European? What was that from? Was that The Simpsons? Remind me. I can't remember what that skit was from. Or was it just like a YouTube thing? It's a musical. It's a musical. Which one? Remind me. Book of Mormon? I feel like Trey Stone and Matt Parker would have their hands in this. Is it? Have I got their names the right way round? I don't know. I met him while singing in restaurants in Borginia. He is an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Legally Blonde, oh, okay. Soon he came to live with me.
It's like a fairy tale almost.
I noticed he hardly leaves your side. Wrong voice again. I noticed he hardly leaves your side. Yes, well, he is blind. At first I hesitated at dragging him across the world. He doesn't speak English either, does he? He had never left Borginia before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Machi and I together are Lamira, together always. Mr. Lesus was my new manager. New? Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come. I met Mr. Letus at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard, and as it turned out, my interpreter. Interpreter? Even though you speak English? Yes, but we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one. But I fear that may have to be cancelled now.
Was Mr. Letus from the Republic of Virginia too?
Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I do not know about him, and now I shall never know. No one will even tell me why he has died. I'm sorry. Prosecutor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone. Mr. Letus was a talented man. The siren of the ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know. I am happy for him that it's become so well known. The siren, that's what he meant.
Apollo?
You are the siren, right, Lamira? That is the meaning of my name in Borginian, yes. It was the name my producer gave me, but why do you ask? It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you. What do you mean, important? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Siren. It turns out that's a very important word in the case.
Ah!
When we found Mr. Letus, he was still alive. What? I heard him say something. His last words. Mr. Letus, can you hear me?
Ask witness.
Hang in there, Mr. Letus. Tell me, who was the witness?
The witness is Siren.
He
said siren, really?
I was the only one there to hear it, but I'm sure that's what he said. Mr. Letus said that. Ask the witness. And you're the siren, Lamira. Did you see what happened? Lamira? Might I ask, are you with the police? No, I'm a defense attorney. An attorney? Yet there have been no arrests, yes? Is that a problem? does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think.
But Lemira, wait.
I am sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them. Oh, why? If she witnessed the crime, why won't she tell us? I believe we are through here. I believe so. That's kind of suspicious. Oh, God. Can we pick this thing up?
What's that? Looks like some kind of future phone.
Not a phone, a transceiver. It's called a headset.
What's an headset doing on the floor? Wait, do you think Mr. Latouche might have been wearing it? Like one of those bodyguards?
I don't think he was wearing one when we first met. The LED on this thing is lit. It must be on. Yeah, because that's not weird at all. How is Emma older than Gavin? Need to see if there's is there a new conversation to be had somewhere? Maybe. I tell you what, give me a second, chat. I'm just going to slink off for a quick piss. Give me a sec. Alright, chat, we're back. We're so back. Okay. Oh, you sent it me on Discord, thank you. Good, it's good to have the context. So, I think we need to show Lamira something. Wait, no, she's gone. Wait, no, this is her dressing room. We have to present something to someone. She's the only person who's around. That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you? My brooch? Yes, but it may be mine. Yours, Lamira. I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it.
Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was Lemira's.
Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it. So this brooch belongs to her. That begs the question. Something wrong, Apollo? What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? Is that what I needed to present? To ensure the efficiency and secrecy of investigation, the bearer is hereby to speak to no one outside the investigation concerning any details of the case. Okay. Ah! Okay, that's triggered the next event. Whoa, who's there now?
Oh, it's you. Where were you?
Emma. Is something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual.
You bet something's wrong. The impossible's happened. Oh, it's all your fault, you know.
Uh-oh. Maybe this is about us leaving the crime scene?
What do you mean by impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What's gone? The body's stupid. What else? Huh? Mr. Latusse's body has disappeared. What?
Is he even dead? Ah, Prosecutor Gavin. From your vacant stare, I gather you've heard the news. I heard Mr. Latusse's body has gone missing. Look for yourself. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle.
How can you just stand there? We have to start the
There's no need for alarm, Fraulein Detective. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. What an amazing statement. There will be plenty of time to ponder the whys later.
Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How can Mr. Latusse's body just disappear? Wait, is it a magician?
Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching.
Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but, Yes, Darian? See, Gita's gone missing. It was in the dressing room.
Gita? Who's Gita?
That's what I call my guitar. You like, man. Your guitar was stolen?
This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Gitas.
Gita Gator. I don't get it. Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Gita's like a missing person. Not lost and found, man. Disappearing act.
Well, this sure is a... what did he call it? A sausage? No, wait, it was a pickle. And it's your pickle. I told you to stay in the room.
Why is Emma talking about our pickle? Chat, help. Help. What do I say? Ow! Okay. Sorry, not much else I can say.
It's alright. Top priority now is finding that body.
She was talking about sausage before as well. Yeah, she's got something on her mind, hasn't she? Have you noticed when I raise my eyebrow? Look at what happens with this particular spike. Watch this. Amazing. Oh dear. Why do the tentacles move as well? So I tell you what it is. The tentacles aren't part of the model. They're actually they're called Cerata. They're the poison delivery method for toxins from jellyfish. Now, the reason it does this is because they're not part of the model. They're an item scene in VTube Studio, which is also why they move around a little bit. But this one here, for some reason, it's pinned to my eyes or my eyebrow movement. So anytime I move my eyebrows, this specific one just twitches a bit. It's wacky. It's absolutely wacky. Oh yeah.
You can make it up to me later.
I have been rizzed. And later on... 10 bags or so of chocolate snackoos should do the trick nicely. Why do you keep throwing things at me? Come on, I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. Is there anyone over here? No. Okay. Do I need to present something to Emma? Do I have a sausage to present her? Or a pickle? Emma, could you take a look at this? Just hold it right there. This is no time to be waving a bag of snackoos in my face. I need to find a cadaver. It's not a bag of snackoos. Look, what's important is Mr. Latus's body is missing. We've got to find it. She'd be more convincing if she wasn't standing around eating her precious snackoos. Wait, I just realised what snackoos is a contraction of. It's snack poos. Oh no. Right, let's find us a body, huh? You yeet Rick Astley at me, but you know I'm correct. You know I'm right. Right? Okay. Ow! Come on! You know I'm right. If I was going to hide a body somewhere, I'm not right, I'm Apollo. Alright, fair point. Looks like an instrument case, a big instrument case.
There's a great magic trick you can do with one of these.
What kind?
The miraculous beautiful girl escapes the case illusion.
So it's the girl who's miraculous, not the escape.
So picky.
Maybe the stage, then? Trying to find a cadaver? Ah! Wait, has something fallen down or is it just me? Does something seem different to you, Apollo? Something's definitely different here.
Let's check it out.
Looks like all this stuff.
I'm not sure that's all that important right now. Let's check out that thing in the middle of the stage.
The piano? The thing in the middle of the stage. This thing. That's what I clicked on.
That stage there must have been lowered before.
That's the tower that Lamar and Prosecutor Gavin was singing on.
Someone must have raised it. Oh, I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder there against the wall? We could use that to take a look up top.
Maybe we should get Emma.
What are you talking about? We have to see this sort of thing for ourselves.
I'm not so good with heights.
Stop whining and start climbing.
Oh. It didn't look that high from below, really. But when we got to the top, I felt every one of those 15 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after what we found up there.
Ah!
We found two things we were looking for and one thing we never expected to find. Apollo's very bad with heights. What the fuck? The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist, Machi Tabaye. July 8th, 10:09 AM, Write Anything Agency. Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry.
No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why?
Don't look at me like it's my fault. Machi Tabaye, the blind pianist. Arrested on suspicion of murdering Romain Latouche.
I can't believe such a cute little boy could do something so horrible.
I guess I had proof of some kind.
What proof could possibly prove that?
Morning? Prosecutor Gavin? What a night, eh? I apologise for being so upset.
Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why'd they arrest Machi? Why?
Don't look at him like it's his fault either. It was tough for me too. We performed together that night after all, yet...
Yet?
The powers that be say that given the circumstances, it could only have been him. What do you mean by the circumstances? Lamira was invited from Borgini as an ambassador of goodwill. It is vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly. That is all the powers that be want, really. Well, those are circumstances, alright. But what makes Machi the only possible suspect? Her forehead. You seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution, the enemy. Ah, right. I think I like the side of Prosecutor Gavin better, actually. I am not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the case, especially not to the defense attorney. What did you just say? Me, the defense attorney? That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services. You mean Machi? Machi wants me?
This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going.
Right. Good luck. I'm off to question Lamira. Right. Later. I hope I'm up to this. Gavin is just kind of a bro, isn't he? No examining the plant yet, no.
Well, I just don't get it. I refuse to believe that a cute little kid like him could do something so terrible.
You said that already.
Machi, everything's going to be okay. We're here for you.
Hi. Maybe you can tell me about last night?
Ah?
That was when I realised how tough it must be. A little kid like this. In a country so far from everything he's ever known.
Maybe Lamira can help.
But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him? Good luck. I'm off to question Lamira.
Well, what are we going to do?
That's a good question. I can't think of anything we can do but go with this. And hope for the best at the trial tomorrow. Okay. I think we've got enough time to do, like, a bit of the trial. Because, like, we've not been going for 2 hours yet. We normally do, like, 2.5 hours. The 45 caliber gun, but fired by a frail 14-year-old. Yeah, there's a bigger problem. There's a bigger problem. He's blind. You could give him a gun, and he could probably fire it. He wouldn't be able to aim it, because he can't see. Oh. Amazing job, Gavin. I know. Big burly person who looks like Nep IRL gets murdered by being shot through the shoulder by a small twink. What a story.
Court is now in session for, how do I say that?
Machi Tobai, Your Honor. The pixie of the arpeggio.
Right, his trial court is in session.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is A-OK, Air Judge.
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin.
Ah, my opening statement, yeah?
No, actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you about.
Yes?
Say you're going to visit someone in the hospital with an incurable disease. What do you say to them?
Eh?
I mean, you wouldn't say get well soon, right? You'd only be kicking them when they're down.
What are you talking about?
Actually, I'm going to visit someone who's terminally ill. Right after this trial, the Chief Justice's son.
The Chief Justice?
His son is afflicted with the most terrible disease. He doesn't have long, it seems.
Ah.
So I thought I'd go pay him a visit. I thought saying something moving might be the order of the day.
Why don't grown-ups ever just say what's on their mind instead of pretending?
She's looking at me with something like disgust.
Hey,
what are you looking at me like that for? Do it when you're like 3 years older.
In any case, I'm a bit busy today, so let's wrap this up quickly. Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, briefly.
You're in luck, Air Judge. I believe you'll be going on your hospital visit sooner than you think. First, to review the victim in this case. Romain Latus, age 35. The global manager for diva songstress Lamira. The cause of death, blood loss due to being shot by a large caliber revolver. He bled out from that? No, he fucking didn't. No, there's no way. This report has all the details.
The court accepts this into evidence. 45 caliber, that's quite large, isn't it? A direct hit from that could knock a man off his feet.
However, the bullet struck him in his shoulder. The damage to the body was slight. Death was not immediate. Sadly, his blood loss was such that he could not be saved.
I suppose the victim's condition could have been much worse considering.
2 shots were fired. 1 shot missed, the other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder. Both bullets were found in the well at the scene. Observe the diagram. This is where the bullets hit. I see. The court accepts this evidence. If we're talking about a 45 caliber revolver, we must assume that the killer was adept at the weapon's use.
Really?
Yeah, apparently weapons that size have a powerful kickback. If, say, the judge tried to fire one, it'd break every bone in his body. Now, I think there's a bit of a misconception here. There's an oversimplification. A big caliber gun is going to have a lot of kickback, but if you fire it properly, and your stance is correct, and your firing technique is correct, and, you know, you're bracing yourself to make sure you can deal with the kickback, you could the judge could probably fire this safely. He would just have to be trained to do so. How is it that the British person knows more than the fucking Yankees on the subject of this 45 caliber revolver? That's kind of whack. The defense will take more care in choosing examples. As I was saying, the victim was shot backstage in a dressing room. This dressing room has only one entrance, this door. That does seem to be the case, yes. However, there were witnesses who heard the gunshots.
He's talking about you and Emma, huh?
Yet when the witnesses entered the room, it was empty, save for the victim's body, of course. But that's impossible! Exactly, this murder was impossible. For all but one person. One person? That is, of course, the defendant, Machi Tobaye. Only this defendant could have committed the crime? But how? It's quite simple. The circumstances of the crime scene make it clear. Very well, I assume you have testimony to back up this claim. A frail 14-year-old that would get bodied by the gun, yeah. And, like, this is not just a frail 14-year-old, this is, like, Twinkus Maximus. Oh, no. We're not cross-examining our wife. Oh, shit. Your name and profession, please.
Emma Sky. I'm a detective for the police department.
You want to say Acheronta. Hold on a minute. Give me a sec. Hold on. Give me just a second, Ara. Nice. You're banned from Fauna Court. Oh, well, that was a good run. You're never going to guess where I've just put that. Straight into mod chat. I was on security detail at the concert for him that night. Emma seems tired somehow. Security at the concert, you say? Some security I was couldn't even stop a murder. Now, don't blame yourself. Things like this happen. I've made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know. I'm sure that makes her feel much better.
I want to hear about these bigger mistakes.
In any case, because you were on security detail, the crime was quickly discovered, and we were able to identify the killer. You may give the court your testimony if you would. Describe the circumstances of the day and your discovery of the crime, please.
All right.
Okay.
The night of the murder, I was on security backstage at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Only people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went into the room filled with blaring rock music and found the body. I examined the scene and determined only the defendant could have done it.
It was lucky that a detective was the first on the scene.
But that door was the only way out of the room, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Then I don't get it. How can they say that Marchie did it?
Looks like we need a bit more information. Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination. Okay. The night of the murder was the night of the concert, yeah?
That's right.
What was the detective doing on security detail, might I ask? If it was only a concert...
My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders, even when they come from rock gods.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Yes, allow me to explain.
I smelled something that day, you might say. The stench of conspiracy. That day at the concert hall. Conspiracy? Well, isn't it obvious? My keys, that whole morning, no, the whole day was ruined. And it's all because someone stole my keys. I couldn't ride my hog to the show, I couldn't open my guitar case.
There he goes again.
Isn't it possible he simply misplaced them? Misplaced them? Misplaced items don't just wander into a murder victim's hand on their own.
What's this? Prosecutor Gavin, if your keys were in the victim's hand, that makes you a prime suspect.
Can I just say something a minute? Because we got that like back view of Emma, but like 3/4 length business trousers. That's Gucci. That's Kino. That's peak. That is actually peak. I'm actually like, if you could see my hand right now, I'm doing the whole like chef kiss Salt Bay thing. Oof. Love, slut acting and new. Atroquinine is waiting for you.
Are you singing something?
Does everything with this guy have to be so over the top? The killing happened in the middle of my concert. I was, like a sailor, adrift on the sea of sound. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen, so I put the detective with most time on their hands on the task.
I see, I can accept that.
Oh, I can't. What do you mean time on their hands?
Please, the testimony.
Okay. We will let in, though.
I didn't know about that. I certainly didn't invite you.
I gave the Fraulein special permission to be there. I wanted to see her again. She's so sun. Oh, it's cute.
Oh boy, did you hear that? We're officially involved now.
Gee, great.
Some other hangers-on tried to get backstage, but I drove them off.
So no other outsiders were there then?
And then...
Okay. I believe we were having a chat when we heard the shots.
You were the one chatting. I was eating snackoos.
Ah, hey, no snacking in court.
And you're sure these shots came from Lamera's room?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I'm the one being cross-examined here. Here, this'll keep you quiet.
Donk. Oh, thanks. So, how about it, Emma?
We were right there. Hard to be mistaken about that.
Please, either talk or eat, not both at the same time.
Right, so after that, me and Mr. Lloyd there opened the dressing room door.
Okay. Rock.
Blaring, yes.
When you say rock, are you referring perhaps to this rock and roll music that's so popular these days?
That's right, when we went into the dressing room, music was blaring over the speaker on the wall.
They pipe sound from the stage into the backstage through the speakers. That way people in the back can hear when they're supposed to be on stage.
Did it have to be so loud? You don't listen to the governors with your ears. You feel it with your entire body and soul. I always have the backstage monitors at full volume.
When we walked in the room, the band was playing Guilty Love, I believe, making it easy to determine the time of the crime.
If you could hear that music playing,
then everyone on stage for that song has an alibi, including myself.
Anyway, I closed off the scene and started my investigation.
How could you know something like that?
As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen, we know there was only one exit from the room, that door. The small window only opened a tiny crack, and I was standing in front of that door. So, how could the killer have fled the scene? There's only one possibility, the air vent.
Oh my god, they vented. Sus.
ah,
But that air vent was too small. Who could possibly...
Exactly. There's certainly no way you could get through, nor me. The only one who could fit through was a child.
A child?
Remember, access to those rooms was limited. Only those involved with the concert were allowed.
And all of the people involved with the concert... Only one is small enough to be considered a child.
the defendant?
The pixie of the arpeggio flitted up toward the sky and disappeared from the scene of the crime. But that's just conjecture. Oh, there was no other way out of that room. You were there. You should know her forehead.
And there is another vital piece of evidence.
Evidence? What?
Marks were found on the air vent grill. Traces that it had recently been opened.
Wait, what?
And something else was found quite clearly. The defendant matched Tobias' fingerprints.
What? Uh-oh. Order! 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 That event was the only way out of the room. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill. Well, Forehead, what fairy tale does this suggest to you? Ugh. Only one could pass through that vent, that doorway to heaven. And that one is our pixie.
Why are you looking at me, Apollo? Hey, I was out whooping it up in the audience.
So this was his decisive evidence. Quite decisive indeed. Decisive enough for me to bang in a save there? I believe that's enough of that. The prosecution has a rather convincing case. The only way in and out of the crime scene was watched, making the defendant the only one who could possibly leave the scene. Simple and decisive. There's a problem with this, though? Let me show you the problem, chat. The problem is this. If Machi Tabaye has shot him and then escaped through the air vent, why are the bullet holes there? You would have had to shoot from this direction. Like that little window there, right? I believe we'd heard enough to determine our verdict, even if I wasn't in a hurry to make a hospital visit. I'm sure the Chief Justice will appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive evidence for us. That will have to be enough. Oh, it can't be over already. Very well, I believe this trial is finished, if the defence has no contradicting evidence. The prosecution has presented our proof clear and plain. If you have contradicting evidence, it had better be clear and plain. Okay.
Oh, Apollo! They've got us on the ropes already! We better come up with something quick!
I know. Think, what can get us out of this? We need evidence or a witness that can prove Machi is innocent beyond a doubt. Without that... Mr. Justice, do you have contradicting proof that can overturn the prosecution's case? If you do, you'd better tell us about it now. This is it. So soon. If I miss this one up, it's all over. Oh, they're not throwing an instant loss condition at us, are they? The court wants contradicting proof? You don't think it's instant loss, so we've got a choice. Show evidence, call a witness, or I don't have proof. Now, he said she witnessed it. He said that she witnessed it. You know it's not instant loss because you got it wrong. Okay. So, in terms of evidence... I think I'm going to have to call a witness. Cook with me, Ara. Do I call a witness here? Because the victim said the siren saw what happened. So he said that she's seen this. And I don't... This was at the crime scene It's the brooch or... Okay, it's either the brooch, we present the brooch, or we call Lamira. It's one of those two, isn't it? But which of the two do we go for? If I cooked it right, you can feel free to give me a little guidance. You know, just a hint of a smidge of guidance. It's definitely one of the two. This is the power of my Satando. Saseva Sukamu. Right, fuck it, we ball. Call a witness. Prosecutor Gavin, you claim that there were no witnesses to this crime. Are you absolutely sure? Absolutely. I'd swear it on my career as a prosecutor. And on my million-seller hit song, Atroquinine, my love.
There he goes again.
That's too bad, because there was a witness. Ho, really now? But how did you come to possess knowledge the prosecution clearly does not? Because I'm the only one in the world who knows this. What's going on? I just talked to him and now... He's alive. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? You got this wrong because it's the fucking gun.
Cold. So cold. Witness.
You're cold. Don't worry. You're going to be fine. Help is on the way.
Can't see.
Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness?
Witness siren.
What? The victim said that before he died? Perhaps he did, and perhaps he did not. What do you mean by that? All we know is what Herr Forehead says he said. It's no testimony, especially since it comes from the defense attorney himself. But it's the truth. He said it. I even told you about it. But apparently, you ignore me completely. It's my policy to fully investigate everything I deem relevant. Clearly this rookie lawyer thinks he can tell me how to do my job.
That's enough. Mr. Justice, we need clear contradictory proof from you. This witness of yours unknown to the prosecution. I hope you're right. Failure carries a stiff penalty.
Perhaps a stiffer penalty than usual is called for? Oh, there's no backing out now.
Let's hear the name of your witness, Mr. Justice.
It's Lamira. So, you went straight for the gun. You went straight for the gun. Huh. See, I think Marchi could have fired the gun. He could have fired it in theory. In practical application, no. I don't believe that he would have done, but...
Lamira.
Recall Mr. Latouche's last words.
The witness is siren.
The siren? Aha, he meant the siren.
That's right, the siren of the ballad, Lamira. Lamira was only on stage for the second set, and she had access to the backstage area. She could have been a witness.
I see. Well, Prosecutor Gavin.
My claim still stands. There was no witness to this crime.
Very well. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth then, shall we? We will now take a break from Detective Emma Sky's cross-examination. Please show Lamira to the witness stand.
Lamira would say nothing like that in the murder. Not today, though. Today we'll drag that story out of her, no matter what it is. It is my distinct honor to welcome the Siren of the Ballad to our courtroom. You are too kind.
Ah, you can speak English.
Yes, I can. Though I am not very good. There is much I do not know.
You speak so well. Have you spent time here before?
Actually, I do not know how I came by my knowledge of your language, nor where I studied it. What does she mean she doesn't know? I too thought to call her as a witness, but I did not. I had a reason, of course. What's that? Lamira suffers from amnesia.
Amnesia?
Lamira is not my true name. Yet I remember nothing of the time before I was given it. Nothing of the time before I started singing on stage.
Wow, she's even more mysterious than I thought.
As lauded singer Lamira, she lives a good life. There are little difficulties for her thanks to her success. Yet, I did not wish to subject her to unnecessary stress.
I see. I care surprisingly little about people's pasts. You have nothing to fear in this court, Lamira.
Thank you. Yet there is something I do not understand. I am being called as a witness, what might I say? No one will tell me anything of what happened. Lamira, let me be frank. I did not want to ask you up here to testify, yet that young gentleman with the wide forehead over there was adamant that you stand. Oh my.
Congratulations, Apollo, you're the bad guy.
Ugh.
Well, now that you're here, please give us your testimony. If nothing else, the sound of your voice is welcome. Tell us what you saw the night of the crime.
Oh, God. Okay. Wow, these voices are really taxing me tonight. As for what I saw nothing. That night, I was invited to sing on stage, and this I did. I did not return backstage after the second set. Then I was led by the police to Mr. Gavin's dressing room, told to wait there. That was where I learned that something had happened, but I wasn't told the details. So we've got her brooch. We know that she's bullshitting.
I must say, you sound wonderful just testifying.
I hope it was too distracted to hear what she was actually saying. There you have it. She saw nothing that night. Now we can only pray the defense has the sense to admit defeat, and refrain from detaining her here longer than need be.
Wow, you just got better, Apollo. Way to go.
Well, Mr. Justice, keep it short and sweet.
Lamera wouldn't talk to me the night of the crime. She must know something, and I've got to find out what. Okay. But you must have seen something. Mr. Latouche named you. Mr. Latouche. How can I tell you what I don't know? Lamera, he said you were a witness with his dying words. I do not know what he meant to say, but that night... I think I know what I need to nail her with. It was a great concert. You heard me sing, thank you. I was hoping to get an autograph later, actually. Of course.
Mr. Justice, this is a cross-examination. You're out of line. If anyone deserves an autograph here, it's me. On one of my gavel would be nice.
Herr Judge.
What's this?
It's my autograph. Now keep this trial moving.
What? Oh, my grandchild will be so happy.
Apparently his grandson's a big fan. Let us continue, shall we? If you would, Lamera. Now, you know what's really disturbing there? We now know that the judge fucks. Tell us what you did after your stellar performance. Yeah, the judge has had sex. There's a mental image for you there, chat. You didn't return backstage once. Where were you then? What were you doing? I was cleaning up on stage. There are many things I must do for a performance other than simply sing. And was Marchie with you at the time? Unfortunately, I do not know where he was. So much for an alibi for Marchie. That bald head has to do something. Right, I think I see where the problem is. I did not return backstage after the second set. Now, found at the crime scene. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this now. I'm sorry, Lamera, but I'm having trouble believing you. You remember this brooch, do you not? Why, that's Lamera's. She was wearing it for her song. Care to add that to the testimony, Prosecutor Gavin? What? This brooch was found after the murder took place, at the very scene of the crime. What? Lamera, how did your brooch get backstage if you didn't go there yourself? And as Prosecutor Gavin has just told us, you had been wearing it during your performance that night.
What is the meaning of this? Lamera, please explain.
Lamera? She says English is quite difficult. That trick's not going to work here. Your forehead may be large, but you are a lawyer, truly. But you have missed one important fact. What now? In fact, at the time of the incident, I went backstage, but only for a moment. What? Think back to the moment of the crime. You know whereof I speak. Is she really saying all that? What's she talking about, Apollo? Right when the incident occurred. Ah! Is she talking about that? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? Mr. Latouche, can you hear me?
Cold. So cold. Witness.
You're cold, don't worry. You're going to be fine. Help is on the way.
Witnesses. Siren.
Siren? How can a siren witness anything? Yeah, Emma? What's that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No. I could have sworn I heard a door close. I looked into the room. Just a glance, mind you. So this was when your brooch dropped. That explains that. It does. There was no other time I could have dropped it. But that's ridiculous. You only looked in for an instant, but you dropped your brooch? Her forehead. She has raised a possibility. The only thing that can counter that is evidence.
So she looked in at the crime scene.
Actually, I intended to go into the dressing room. I knew nothing of what had happened, of course. But the moment I opened the door, I heard a horrible voice. Her forehead shouting, "Who's there?" no doubt. A horrible voice indeed. Ugh. I closed the door immediately. English is difficult. Yeah, it's a bit of a dick of a language, isn't it? Excuse me.
Well, that explains the brooch. Let's return to your testimony.
That's too convenient. She's hiding something. Lamira, you did look into the room though, right? Yes. Testifies to what you saw. Very well, though it was only the briefest of glimpses. Ah! Okay, I thought we might have to perceive her. Let's see. The late Mr. Latus's body was behind a wall. Okay. We gotta perceive her somewhere. A wall? Was there a wall there? Is what in English? A division or partition, I believe. It was a large dressing room divided into two halves, and the murder took place in the inside half. I guess that partition might have hidden the body. Okay. We need to try and work out where to perceive, don't we? This is kind of tricky because I'm not seeing any actual tells here. Hold on. I need to go by the change in animation. Okay. Hold on. I think I saw it. I think I saw it.
Gotcha!
It's the swallowing. The late Mr. Latus's body, you say? Yes. You know something more about Mr. Latus's death than you're saying. What? I can see you trying not to remember, but the effort made you swallow. You can't fool my eyes. It is true. It was so terrible after all. Why did Mr. Latus have to be shot? One moment, Lamira. Yes? What was that you just said? Why did Mr. Latus have to be shot? Yes? She was hiding something, I knew it. Lamira, I'm afraid you haven't realised it, but your words just now contradict your testimony. How could that be? Take this. Wait, we're going to have to give her some evidence? Alright, hold on. Lamira contradicts your own testimony. I have the evidence to prove it. Why did Mr. Latus have to be shot? Ah? It did? How did she know that he was shot? I guess it's this. Let's try it. I've saved anyway. I can save scum it. If I do not misunderstand the meaning of contradiction, it is you who contradict, Mr. Justice. Your evidence is meaningless. What? How did she know he was shot? Well, how's that not right? What? I'm sorry, how's that not right? Because how does she know that? How does she know he was shot? How can she have known he was shot if she's come into the room and there's a fucking partition there? She's literally said it a minute ago. How's it anything else? What? How's it not this? Because if she's coming through there, she wouldn't see the gun either. What? How did she know he was shot? The picture of this? Keep my deduction in mind, I'll need it later. Is this a random bullshit go moment? Because it feels like it. Let's try and play the picture of the crime. You say it's not random, but it's neither of the two things that would show that he's actually been shot. So I've got evidence to prove it. Oh, what the I didn't press any... Oh, fuck off. I didn't fucking press anything, you stupid fucking game. There's one piece of evidence in the record that prevents her from knowing he was shot. There's two, and I've just shown them. If she prevents her from knowing that he was shot, but if she says, oh, I haven't seen anything, and then, oh, well, you know, I know that he's been shot, well, she'd have had to be there, which means that she can't have been coming into the door and just popped in and out. What? It's random bullshit go time, chat. We're just going to have to throw shit at the wall until something sticks. Nope, not that. Okay. So this case is falling down in my estimation already. It's something that prevents her from knowing details concerning the crime scene. I don't follow. I don't follow. It's just random bullshit go time. So we're just going to throw evidence until something sticks. Not that. Okay. So it's not that. It's the gag order. But... what? A gag order doesn't prevent her from seeing anything. If she's been in the room as we've said... Hang on, what? How is it the gag order? How's it the gag order? That doesn't make any sense. Because we're saying she's witnessed the accident. Not the accident, the incident. And a gag order is supposed to contradict that. I'll play it, but that's bullshit. That's actually bullshit. Tell me, Lamara, how did you know he'd been shot? Well, immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed on the scene. You're trying to prove that she's witnessed the crime. She's saying she's seen the body but not the crime. But then how does she know that he was shot since nobody would have told her? The only way she'd know he was shot is if she was in the room next to him, which is what she can't have been on the other side of the partition. Is this another one of those instances where video game developers don't understand how law actually works? This is the document proving that. In your testimony, you told the court, no one told me anything about the incident. Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing. Yet you knew that Mr. Latouche had been shot. How could you have known?
Lamira, you aren't hiding something from this court, I hope.
The gun issue is worse. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Because we had two pieces of evidence which would actually persuade a judge. Like, actually persuade a judge. And the game's like, nah, it's this. It's this bit of paper. God damn. That sweet little song of us was sounding a little too sweet. Oh god, Ara. You say goodbye to the forest. You go to General and say your goodbyes now, my friend. Ak is online. Amazing. Kind of makes up for it, huh? Ah, now I remember. Please, allow me to add to my testimony. Of course. All we want to know is the truth.
She looks kind of pale, huh?
She saw something, I know it. Even the victim said so. I saw bullet holes in the wall and knew Mr. Latouche had been shot. Really? Only a glimpse, yet you knew they were bullet holes. Yes, I recognized them immediately. I have seen bullet holes before, you know. You have traveled the world as a singer. You must have sung in places far more dangerous than our country. I go wherever my voice is needed. Those places are many these days. KD's having a laugh at this.
That's really cool. I hope I get to travel like Lamira someday.
I plan on recording my next album overseas. Their studios have a different sound, you know. Maybe I should go on a Chords of Steel tour too. KD laughing before pulling the trigger. Okay. So this is the new statement, right? This is the new statement. This is the new statement. I saw bullet holes in the wall, and I knew Mr. Latouche had been shot. If she's opened the door, she couldn't have seen the bullet holes. Objection! Oh, and now it's the obvious fucking thing. Fuck you, game. Lamira, they call you the sire of the ballad, but lies are hardly becoming of such a creature.
A put down worthy of our prosecutor, Mr. Justice.
Such put-downs are hardly become to you, Apollo.
Stop polishing your forehead and start polishing your character, yeah? Come on, can't it be cool for once? Observe the diagram. Lamira, you looked in from the door for just a moment, correct? Yes, that is so. There were bullet holes in the room, yes? But they were in the wall the door is on. You see? Assuming you merely glanced into the room, you couldn't have seen those bullet holes. Oof.
Lamira.
Yes?
I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. It appears you have been holding back something.
And I must tell you? I must tell you what it is that I saw.
Yes. The happenings in this trial are being recorded, and I'm certain it will be on the news in Virginia. You understand your reputation is at stake. It falls to you to avoid tarnishing it.
Personally speaking, I still believe the cross-examining her will yield us absolutely nothing. Excuse me. But she knew how Mr. Latouche died, and he named her as a witness. You must have seen something, Lamira.
Very well. Lamira, please continue your testimony.
Very well, I shall. Okay. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it. There were two shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But it wasn't Machi. It was a grown person. I know it was.
So you did witness the crime, and the killer was a grown person, you say?
Ugh, this is my first time hearing this, I assure you. Nice play, Herr Forehead.
Very well, Mr. Justice. You may begin your cross-examination.
Great going, Apollo. You were right around Lamira. What's wrong? You don't look too happy.
This whole thing smells fishy. That's what's wrong. Okay. So we're on the second part of the cross-examination. I tell you what, I realise that this is a weird place for us to cut things off, but my voice is not going to tolerate very much more of this. Let's pull over to the chat room. Hold on. I promise you I'm not dropping out because I've been frustrated by evidence. It's purely... I don't know if you can hear my voice straining, but yeah. My voice is straining at this point. So I'm going to wrap things up there and preserve, because we got Skies of Arcadia finale tomorrow coming up. I had a look into that, by the way. And apparently I've not locked myself out the 3 secrets. There are 119 chests in Skies of Arcadia, right? And of those chests, I have 96%. So that's 100 and... I think it's 114 that I've got, 115 maybe. There is a chest I'm missing, and then 3 in the last dungeon. I don't know where that last one that I'm missing is, but I had a quick check, and apparently the 100% is not necessary to get the 3 secrets, which is what I'm aiming for. So what we can do is we can actually wrap everything up. So we got 2 bounties, we've got the optional hidden boss, and then we've got the final dungeon to do. So it's probably going to be like a quick wrap up, I guess. But yeah, we'll come back to that tomorrow. I'm going to rest my voice, have some lemsip. I'm going to have some honey with that lemsip as well, actually, just to soothe the throat a little bit. But otherwise, I will pop off now. Hopefully see you guys tomorrow night for Skies of Arcadia. We'll be coming back to this probably next week. Yeah, it's Thursday I'm not free, so Friday I think I'm about, so I should be good for Ace Attorney Fridays. Anyway, in the meantime, I'll see you all very soon. Ara, I will try and stop Ak from murdering you. I can't make any promises, you know. He's got that twink rage in his eyes right now. You know, it could all be over. It could all be so fun over. But we'll see. But I'll catch you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of the day, whatever time might be for you. And make sure to look after yourselves, alright? I'll see you then.